Simon, are these numbers in line with the research you've done here in the CSRA?
I have no idea. What were the numbers again?
Back to you, Neil. No, but that roughly 50% of business owners are going to invest in retention and recruitment, and then 60% are concerned about where the economy's headed.
Yeah, I mean, certainly I think people are always worried about where the economy is heading. It comes up whether the economy is doing well or badly. I think one thing I would mention, a couple of things on AI and retention and things like that. Darren made this very good point. 100% retention is probably not your goal, right? You want some turnover in your employees, maybe because of the culture or because of who they are. You'll have some changeover because their spouse has moved or that kind of thing, And so if you think of it as the analogy, again, with sports references, the analogy of a sports team, they don't put up the same team the next year, right? They're always looking for some change in personnel, some different ways of doing things, so you have to recruit different people. And so maybe zero quits is not where you want to be. In terms of AI, I think there's some cautions. I think, I grew up in the 80s, I guess. When calculators were first out and you were taking maths at school and they said, you'll never have a calculator all the time, right? You've got to be able to do maths with pencil and paper, and all of a sudden we've got calculators in our pockets, And so there's an emphasis, certainly for us as an education institution, what do we do with these new technologies? Do we ban them, and say, okay, kids, you can't use ChatGPT? Or do we say, no, we need to teach you how to use these tools to make your business run more efficiently? And I don't know what the answer is, so I asked ChatGPT, It's like, so I think there's potential there, but there's also caution, and there's biases in the recruitment process when we're humans. But if you use AI, there's still going to be biases because the person who programmed the code has their own biases in the way that they've coded it. And so potentially, minorities, genders, these different things can be harmed by that. So it's not a fix-all, and it certainly takes some human oversight if you decide to use it in order to make it useful for your organization.